Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 25, the quarter century mark of NFL Draft Analysis by Sideline Specialists. We're going back to defense here. We have the first linebacker taken off the board in this year's draft, Edgerrin Cooper, taken in the second round at pick 45 by the Green Bay Packers. So, I always like to see A&M guys succeed because the SEC is just kind of like dominated by specific schools. And this guy is a freak. I want to like not curse, but this guy's a freak, and he's actually horrifying, which is great. You want that at your linebacker position. Like nobody went into Baltimore playing against the Ravens and was like, "Oh, Ray Lewis is such a big teddy bear. I'd like to cuddle him." No, they were scared shitless, unless they were Eddie George. But I digress. So I'm just gonna read his profile thing. We're just gonna jump right off that. We'll go look at the numbers and everything, and then we'll just get right into the highlights because I wanna see this guy hit some people. That is what I would like to see. So Cooper brings a lot of athleticism to linebacker. He possesses top tier change of direction, burst, and pursuit speed. So let me get this straight, right? You try to make a move, he will make that move with you. His burst speed to immediately get up to speed and be with you again is elite, and his pursuit speed, aka his top speed, is also elite. So that's awesome. His best work comes when he keeps things in front of him, flying in for tackles at the line of scrimmage or the sidelines. Cooper's issues come from reacting more than anticipating, and that can be worked on, and will be. He is manipulated off his spot too often against play action and pre-snap motion. He also tends to over-pursue tackles, though he's more consistent in 2023. And that's important because that was the most recent year, and if his consistency and coverage grade, which like this just says here, is higher more recently, that tells me good things. It tells me he's developing. Um, yeah. So I think this guy has so much potential. It's nuts. Pursuit speed is quite literally a 10. Lateral quickness, change of direction is a 9. Takeaway ability, I don't care that that's that low. I want a run stopping, perimeter dominating linebacker that can get to both sides of the field and just shut shit down. And this guy could do that. So gap shooting being a 7, perfectly fine. Tackling's an 8, that's great. Block shedding, a 6. I mean, it's not going to be that often that a guy gets his hands on Cooper that fast to the point where I would be worried about his block shedding ability, to be honest. Coverage ability solid, gap understanding and fits. These are all like development potential things, and obviously the vision recognition thing's the big one, right? Because you cannot be getting baited by simple pre-snap motions, and it might be a well-designed play, but like you have to be in the position that your defense needs you to be in, and that, you know what I mean. So, just trying to read effective blitzer on under strengths. That's good. Um, the weaknesses, yeah, okay. So can be manipulated, out of control sometimes, takes a step too far in one direction, and over commits. That can be fixed. That plain and simple, just to keep that concise, that can be fixed. As we see, the jump was quite massive. He went from a 64.1 in 2021, 66.1 in 2022, to a 90.8 in 2023, which is why he was the first linebacker drafted. 609 snaps, 254 in run defense, 85 were pass rush. So that's he gets aggressive. 270 were coverage, had 58 tackles, had 11 missed tackles, which work on that too. Like that's a solid amount of snaps. So like you're gonna have some missed tackles, 100%, but in the NFL you gotta be sure on your tackling. So, oh god, this is what I mean by aggressive, right? So the run defense is where he's clearly, it's rough. This is a sideline to sideline guy. This is not like a don't even know how to word this. He's like the opposite of Patrick Queen. Where Patrick Queen, if he's living in the middle, running is very difficult. This guy plays the other role. His job is literally just to clean up, right? And wreak havoc is the best way I'll say it like that. I'll say he wants to wreak havoc. So that box grade of a 96. That's his home. That's his property. You are not allowed entry. You're not allowed entry at all. Stay out of the box. Slot grade of a 76, that could be improved a little bit because obviously he's going to be on tight ends a bit. He's going to be at least assisting or jumping up when a receiver is getting a target right in the middle. There's improvements to be made, but there's reasons. To me, I see the reasons why this guy was taken when he was. Run stops, 37. Tied for 21st. Run stop percent of 15.1 was actually 6th ranked. Nice. Okay, receptions per targets. Okay, so 14 catches on 16 targets that were thrown at him. Obviously, yardage was really not gained very much, but that's a pretty high ratio. I like that this has... he really does live in the box. Like, lives there. Holy smokes. But this is a great thing to see, right? He had his most snaps by quite literally like 500%-ish, if not more. And his grade was so high in there. So it's like, you know where he fits, and you know where he succeeds, you know where he thrives. That's where he's going to play. There doesn't need to be any extra, like, thought. He has stupidly long arms. He ran a 4.51 for a guy his size. This dude is genuinely scary. Hits like a truck. So we're gonna go ahead and pop over to the combine here. Second ranked linebacker by total score, 4th in production, 5th in athleticism. We already discussed the 40-yard dash. He has 10-inch hands, really long arms, like we also discussed before. Says will eventually be average starter. This class was not deep at linebacker, in my opinion. There weren't really any prospects that were like... Well, there was definitely nobody that was going to get first round consideration, in my opinion. But I think it makes sense that this guy went first. He doesn't really have the injury history the way a few of the other, obviously Peyton Wilson being a big one. So there's some confidence in that too. He's a guy you would believe, so like what he's shown you so far is he would be able to stay on the field for you. So we're going to jump in here.
Milroe, look out from behind. Down he goes. Ball is out. In the shadows. Milroe, look out from behind. Down he goes. Ball is out.
God, he hit him hard.
Not sure who's got this.
What a hit by Edgerrin Cooper.
It might be Proctor, the left tackle, has saved the day.
So it smells much fresher now.
Yeah, Jalen Milroe did not see that coming at all. Holy.
Mario Anderson got it from